And here's just some reminders as we move forward into your life, back into the world. I wish I could say that we're all like experts at boundaries now. This takes practice, this takes time, this takes creating new habits. So these are all things that we learned over the course of the workshop. I'm not even going to re-say them right now, but they'll be in your slides so that you can always refer back to these reminders. You might even print out this page if this feels helpful for you. But I want to talk about integration, how to integrate this into your life, because like I said, this doesn't mean we're all experts at boundaries now. This is a skill, tuning into ourselves, communicating what's true for us, respecting what's true for others, and then letting them have their business. These are all skills that require practice. They will get easier with practice, but growth is inherently uncomfortable. I like to name that because it normalizes the fact that this feels hard, this feels weird. Yes, that's good. That means you're doing it right. That means you're paying attention. So just remember that that discomfort is a part of growth, and that's a positive thing. Changing dynamics takes time. It's going to take time for other people to get used to whatever new boundaries we want to state. And it takes time for us to incorporate them. So having support, having connection during this process and this practice is integral in integrating this stuff into our lives. Okay, so I'd like to give you just a moment to think back over all we went through in this workshop and to write down maybe one thing that you want to remember from this. My hope is not to pour all this information on you and leave with you feeling overwhelmed, but for you to have one or two really solid things that you're taking away that you can start to implement and practice. So go ahead and write that down. And I'm going to come off. This is where I'd love to hear
you to show how to do that. And then Sika and I were talking, and I realized that one of my issues is I'm hedging too much. So if I just say it plain out and mean it, then I'm going to get a lot further. That if the caller's seeing that I'm tossing, back and forth between, well, I really want to help you, but or whatever. If I just say it and put it out there and do it, then it's going to be a lot better.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, Jessica. It can be helpful to see other people have an example of what this can look like, but I think it is even more powerful to feel it in our bodies, the places that we have yet to own our property and to find where those are. Yeah, thank you. What else? Actually, I'm going to read what Anita says. I'll have to check that out. Oh, the books. Yeah, there's some great books here in the chat. But self-compassion and awareness. Awesome. Who's next? Yeah, Stacy, please.
So I didn't do very well with Anne because she was so persistent in trying to push that boundary that I was ready to give up, and there's not even a real assignment. But one of the things that it helped me to remember was there were a lot of decisions that this person, being Anne, made to get to that point. And if they take ownership for how long you put off securing an interpreter, when it is you decided to have this event, how much you pre-educated yourself on what this would look like, I now don't have to take responsibility for all the decisions that you made leading up to this.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. And I love, Stacy, thank you for sharing that and just even your own feeling of like, I didn't say what I wanted, what I meant, that practice for our bodies to have a place to practice this. Find someone in your life that you can ask them, practice this with me. Let me keep trying. Let my body start to calm down so that I can say what I mean to say. Our bodies need this practice, and we can't just expect that it will get it, on the first try. So the fact that you did it, the fact that you felt into what that response felt like, that is a celebration. That's a win, because you're learning, where do I go in those moments? Yeah. What's my tendency? What do I want to watch for? Where do I need to bring compassion to myself? That's all part of this process. So thank you for sharing that. I want to hear from everyone, and I also really want to be mindful of your time. So I am going to stay, and if anyone else would like to share any more, I would love to hear it. I also want to give closure to those of you that need to move on to other things in your day and just say, thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing this space and this exploration with us, this messy work of finding our boundaries. It's a lifelong process. And this is really central for me to helping me with mine. So thank you for being here. I hope to see you again at a future Burnout Proof Academy workshop. If you're not in the Facebook group already, if Facebook is something that you do, we have a Burnout Proof Collective Facebook group where we talk about things like this. And I've got lots of plans for 2021 of how to keep building more of these spaces for us. So I'd love to see you all there. So thank you. And if you need to go, then go ahead and jump off now. If anyone else still wants to share anything, I would love to hear it. But feel free to move into your day if that's what's next for you. Thank you all. Yes.